Here joining me now is Dr. Sandra Cosgrove, a history professor from College of Southern Nevada. First off, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
I want to get your reaction to those voters you just heard from there with Steve Sebelius. We were talking before. Does this surprise you what they were saying?
Nope, because it's exactly what we were saying. That it seemed like it was very short on policy. They weren't answering the questions. It seemed to be more kind of talking points back and forth. They didn't really get into, even when a policy came out, they didn't get into any details.
And I've gone to a number of rallies and events with the candidates here in Las Vegas so far, and I've heard a number of issues, but I even went out today, issues that are important to voters. I even went out today. This is what some folks brought up, what they hope to hear more about tonight.
What's going to happen with the economy as far as jobs, interest rates mostly?
I think there's just a lot at stake at this election. There always is, but this one feels particularly tender because of women's rights and things.
So right there, the economy and women's rights, does that surprise you?
No, I mean, I hear that from students. I hear that from friends. I mean, I think about it.
Yeah, and so the economy was something that was touched on right off the top today. And we also have sound from the candidates here.
My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start-up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy.
We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country, because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else.
Yeah, so your reaction to hearing what they had to say, I mean, it was right off the top of the debate here tonight.
Right. So when the vice president says they're going to do a tax deduction for somebody that starts a small business, does that also help with all the paperwork and all the regulations and all the other things that kind of hamper small business development? So she's going to have to make sure that she's partnering with people at the state and the local level. And I wish they would say more about that, because housing is a national, state, and local issue. It goes all the way from zoning to interest rates. And so one of the things that it bothers me when they do these debates like this is they don't talk about, well, who are you partnering with in the state? How are you going to make sure that zoning gets changed? And that's where I think people get disappointed after an election, is the person at the top does something and then it falls apart as it comes down.
And there's been a lot of talk about, I mean, both of their policies really when it comes to tax cuts and when it comes to housing. It's hard to see what they can do when it comes to housing. I know there's been talking about the incentive, $25,000 for first-time home buyers, but from Harris, but that's also a worry for some too, right?
Right, because if you have more people jumping into the market and the supply doesn't get bigger, the housing prices will just keep going up. And so you've got to make sure you're balancing on both sides. And so we'd need to hear, so here, BLM land, are we going to get that? Are we going to do zoning changes? Are we going to do something with the interest rates?
Yeah, and those are things that are definitely important, especially here to Southern Nevada.
Right.
And you just heard there. But the other woman there did mention women's rights. I know Harris touched on that extensively tonight.
I think that's going to be for the Republicans and for Donald Trump, that's going to be the Achilles heel, because it wasn't everybody asking for that to come down to the state level. There was things that needed to be fixed with Roe, but not this. And so there's horror stories that everybody's hearing about what's happening to women. We have a ballot question that we're going to have in the state, ballot question 6. But everybody just needs to realize, even if we protect our right to abortion in our Constitution and they pass a national ban, it won't matter what's in our Constitution. Because what comes above our Constitution is federal law.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens with that. But you're going to join us again here in about 30 minutes as well to talk more about what happened here tonight. But for now, Tricia, I'll send it over to you.